So starting the test drive in this Rogue, the 1.5 3-cylinder, it's just crazy how you get those kind of power specs out of a 3-cylinder engine. Again, 201 horsepower, 225 pound-feet of torque it's just insane to me to get that in an engine that small, a stock engine that small at that. Now it does get up to speed pretty easily. And with this having a CVT, it's a seamless driving feel, but it just doesn't seem right as opposed to having a traditional transmission. But there's a reason you can get 30 miles per gallon city, 37 highway with a turbocharged 3-cylinder. I should say really with 201 horsepower, 225 pound-feet of torque. So you really get the best of both worlds depending on what you're trying to do. But the standard drive mode is pretty normal. It's what you would expect driving one of these. It's very easy to handle just with your foot. The sport mode, it'll take off, and we'll test that getting on the interstate. And the eco mode is just good for basically the interstate, just cruising there. But an overall quiet ride here. And then I like that we have the lane keep assist. So as I'm even on these lighter lines, I start to go out of the right side a little bit. It kind of pinged me back in and let me know, hey, you're going out of the lines, which is nice. So to set the cruise, you kind of have to hold it down once everything is activated. And I don't know why I wasn't wanting to start it at first, but maybe I did something wrong. But even on this road here, I wouldn't recommend it because the lines are very faded, but the lane centering will keep you in place. Now it's mostly for the interstate, and it's still, at least on the 2019 models, it's not 100% accurate. That's why you want to keep your hands on the wheel. But I feel that it's gotten better over the past few years, and I've said that in some of the older reviews of like the 21, 22 Rogue. But I also like this lane keeping system because I actually don't mind having my hands on the wheel. It kind of just gives you a little bit of play there, so you can actually move the wheel, but it's still steering for you. It's not like you give it a little ping and all of a sudden it cuts off like most other systems. But it rides very well. The space in here is incredible, I think, for such a small SUV. And it's not necessarily tiny, but they really didn't maximize space here. I feel like the wheelbase makes it easier to drive. The interior room in here is just nuts. Headroom, I have several inches of headroom, probably more headroom than I'm used to having in some of the bigger SUVs like Tahoe, Sequoias. But you're able to adjust this power seat pretty nicely. And then again, like I said earlier, the rear leg room was phenomenal, and the rear headroom just for someone of my size. Now we're gonna put it in the sport mode and give it a bit of pull getting on the interstate here. All right, here we go. So pretty good acceleration with minimal effort. Very impressed. Gonna put it in eco mode now and then let the Pro Pilot do its thing. Now, pretty smooth ride coming down the interstate here. Again, you're getting 37 miles per gallon EPA estimate on your highway fuel economy, which is phenomenal. And what makes it such a good buy is this is also something that's easy to drive daily. You get incredible fuel economy just in city driving. But there's such good space in here, you're able to fold the seats flat and all of that. If you want to take it on a road trip, you can. Or if you want to take just longer trips in terms of the ride quality and the overall driver's suite, you get quite a bit for this mid-30s price point, I think. And just how the market is now, like I said earlier, you can get one of these and not have to pay sticker or over sticker because of the chip shortage and all of that. So one more shout out to John Roberts Nissan. They have a pretty extensive inventory of Rogues here in Manchester, Tennessee. And if you're looking for maybe a different new vehicle or one of these that's closer to home, definitely make sure you check out the link below in the description on my site, fill out the information, and we'll get somebody to contact you and just make sure that they're giving you the best price available to earn your business. So one of the perks of checking out the channel here. But I appreciate you all watching. I think this is again a decent buy, even though it's seen as a small SUV. It doesn't act like one, from the power to the fuel economy to the features you get, the safety assist. It's just an overall good SUV. And if you're worried about a 3-cylinder variable compression turbocharged engine or the Xtronic CVT, for your peace of mind, extended warranties are offered. Some places have lifetime powertrain warranties. So, I mean, as long as you own the vehicle, you won't have to worry about that. And it's good if you want to keep a car for 250,000 miles. If you're worried the engine goes out at 120 or 130,000 miles, then, you know, you can get you a new one. But again, the Rogue is impressive. Ever since they did the redesign in 21, this is something that I actually would consider driving. And with that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Nissan Rogue SV.